Have you ever had that eerie feeling that you were being watched, only to turn around and find someone there? Many people have experienced moments when they thought they were alone, only to discover they weren't. These encounters range from funny and surprising to truly unforgettable. Whether it's a case of mistaken solitude or an unexpected presence, here are the top 10 times people thought they were alone but weren't. 1. The office after hours. Many employees assume they are the last ones in the office when working late. One worker recalled finishing a project late at night, playing music out loud, and even dancing, only to turn around and see the janitor quietly cleaning. The unexpected audience made for an embarrassing but humorous moment. 2. Home alone, or not. A woman once believed she had the house to herself while her husband was at work. She sang at the top of her lungs, only to receive a text from her husband saying, "Nice song choice." He had come home early and was quietly working in another room the whole time. 3. The silent passenger. One person was driving home late at night, convinced they were the only one in the car. Halfway through the drive, they caught a glimpse of something in the rearview mirror. A friend who had unknowingly fallen asleep in the backseat. The unexpected discovery nearly caused a heart-stopping moment. 4. Unexpected guest in a Zoom call. A student attending an online class thought they were alone in their room and started making funny faces at their webcam while waiting for class to begin. Unbeknownst to them, their microphone and camera were on, and their professor had already joined the meeting. The class burst into laughter as they realized what had happened. 5. The elevator surprise. A man walked into what he thought was an empty elevator, adjusted his clothes, and even talked to himself. When he turned around, he was met with the amused gaze of someone standing silently in the back corner. They had entered so quietly he hadn't noticed them at all. 6. The store aisle incident. A shopper was browsing a grocery aisle, thinking no one else was around. They started talking to themselves about which snacks to buy, only to hear a voice behind them say, "I go with the chocolate ones." They turned around to see another shopper grinning at them. 7. Library whispers. A student studying in the library thought they were alone and began humming a song while taking a break. Moments later, someone from behind whispered, "Nice tune." The student turned to find a fellow reader sitting just a few seats away. 8. The fitness center mishap. A gym goer thought they had the workout room to themselves and started dancing in front of the mirror between exercises. A moment later, they spotted another person quietly using the treadmill in the corner, watching them with an amused expression. 9. The park bench realization. Someone sat on a park bench, deeply engrossed in their thoughts, and started speaking out loud. Thinking they were alone, they carried on a full conversation with themselves, until a stranger on the other side of the bench chuckled and said, "That's an interesting perspective." 10. The unseen observer. A person walked into their living room, believing they were alone, and started performing an impromptu dance routine. A few minutes later, their roommate emerged from the kitchen, laughing, and said, "I've been watching the whole time." These funny and sometimes awkward moments remind us that we're not always as alone as we think. Whether it's a silent bystander, an unnoticed coworker, or a friend who simply arrived unnoticed, these experiences create stories that are both amusing and unforgettable. The next time you think you're alone, take a second look. You might just have company.